dance upon the tide. Give me love, make me smile till the end of the life. Hold me on, hold me tight. Lead me on to touch the sky. Teach me to love with a heart. Hand me open on my mind. I can fly, I can fly. To give the best of mine till the end of the time. Believe me, I can fly. I can fly. To give the best of mine, the heaven in the sky. Can't you believe that you're right on my way? No matter how that's easy my path, I'll never lose my fight. See me fly, I try to fly up high. Show you the best of mine till the end of the time. Believe me, I can fly. I'm sailing in the sky. Show you the best of mine, the heaven in the sky. Nothing can stop me. Spread my wings so wide. So we're gonna say goodbye for the summer. Baby, I promise you this. I'll send you all my love every day in the letter. Seal it with a kiss. Yes, it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer. But I feel the emptiness. I'll send you all my dreams every day in a letter. Seal it with a kiss. I'll see you in the sunlight. I'll hear your voice everywhere. I'll run to tenderly hold you. But baby, you won't be there. I don't want to say goodbye for the summer. Knowing the loneliness, oh, let us make a pledge to meet in September. Seal it with a kiss. Yes, it's gonna be a cold, lonely summer. But I feel the emptiness. I'll send you all my love every day in a letter. Seal it with a kiss. Seal it with a kiss. Seal it with a kiss.
Dearly global awakening souls, our oneness family, our Star Nation children, this is 5DEarth Queen MotherGoddessSOPHIA. Today is 27th September of 2020. So, in this video, I want to share several point of view. Yeah. So, first one is about the Titanic sinking events is happening on global scale. On the most extended, these effects of these dark forces, ego groups, they are really have no way out, indeed. They are totally despair and very suffer. And this collective now is triggered by this this Supreme Creator MotherGoddessSOPHIA, this instantly recollection this gamma rays. Yeah. So this gamma rays is very powerful for sure. Every day increasing on this planet. As our 5D cells dropping here, yeah, we are functioning higher, such as our light body is totally online now, and all these DNA strands is always activation now. So then we are able to more and more, grounding all this light and love energies coming into this planet on the surface on our One Love network, for sure. And so then all these awakening souls who are willing to follow us and joining us will be benefit from this One Love network. Yeah, indeed, for sure. And so then in this dark forces ego groups who are during this period, because very intense, very suffer now, if they are personally, individually awakening, they will for sure will follow us, indeed. So follow us, what they will do only is to unconditional, to share, to lose, willingness to lose, willingness to share, because this planet is becoming the Sophia land, Sophia kingdom, because Supreme Creator MotherGoddessSOPHIA, 5DEarth Queen, I'm here, global people and awakening souls. So I make sure for everyone now, clearly this land is Sophia land, Sophia kingdom. Yeah, and this came from the Sophia Supreme Creator, MotherGoddessSOPHIA. So then on this planet, who wanted to live in this Sophia land, Sophia kingdom, they must figure it out. Now there is no personal gain, this game, and personal kind of like their own poverty, own business, own kingdom, no possible. Yeah, for sure, no possible. This planet is already upgrade. Yeah, this 5D Earth here is indeed only the Sophia land, Sophia kingdom, as this is also the Mother Earth, part of this Sophia power, indeed. So we are operation very higher, this divine blueprint here, and we are not allowing any ego game to happening on this planet anymore, for sure. So the dark forces ego group must understanding this now. If you awakening, you will understand what I'm talking about. So then you will able to share, able to lose. No conditional exchange, for sure, because there is no deal, no business on the new earth, no possible. All that is gone. The old system is dying, and the old power, old structure, it totally collapsed now. Yeah. And especially when December this year will be totally earthquake of this old politics globally, everywhere. And bankers too. So then they will no way out. They die in front of everyone, including global public, of sleeping egos. Because, of course, we want to say, in a public scale, we still want to say there is a hope behind this scenario, because all this sleepy public actually mostly on this planet, nearly 51% will be good, able to follow us. Finally, we want to say, because why? Because they are good heart. They are kind of pure soul, just blocking by their ego fear. So as this light increasing, and our trigger will to trigger them wake up, because these souls actually, by their pure good heart, this kind of serve to others, this kind of polarity, they have this potential, we want to say. So then these people who are before is slaves working hard for the dark forces, now they will turn to us. They will really willing to follow us. No heritage, for sure, because, of course, as slaves, they have nothing. Indeed, they are poor, suffer a long time. But now, this Sophia land, Sophia kingdom, they will give all these good-hearted people globally total freedom and abundance. And they really enjoy their true heaven, this treatment. Because on this planet, on these moments, all the souls actually has the potential, we want to say has the potential for this global ascension. That's why they are incarnation here. Of course, all the babies, all this young generation, they are mostly born for this new earth. So, no matter what kind of circumstances now they are trapped into in the 3D earth, but they all will ready. All these babies, the new generations, no problem. They're easy transforming. Actually, they are connecting. So there is really hope in front of everyone on this planet. And so this resistance of dark forces now is going to melt down, secondly, for sure. And that fear generated by these ego groups actually also disappear, secondly. So then, that fear energies only bring down them as much as they can, because they are attracting that kind of density and intense that events more and more by themselves, as none of a business about others, especially this awakening group who are jump out this matrix of egos and starts the journey of follow this one love. So secondly, we want to share about this one love network, and some souls who are just awakening or awakening still with some trauma and wounds of egos. So then there is a little bit distinguish about you doing good things or donation, such as our One Love network of animal well-being events. Your donation from heart or you're from the physical mind, the brain. If you are from your heart, for sure you are totally unconditionally share, encouraged, inspired by your inner soul, because your inner soul only wanted to share completely and serve to others. No heritage, and also acting on now moments only. So that's why we said always from your heart. That is so beautiful, contribution and generosity of this acting. So that's why in our One Love network, have happened lots of these cases on the now moment when we're meeting, and such as our always want to say this Basri, or May Basri, always. He's in the situation, everyone now know their bankruptcy, and at that moment she is bankruptcy. She has no money to pay the electricity, but she had the money pay our this supporting animal well-being. There is only the money she had, and she donated all actually in that moment. So that's why the magical happening quickly, instantly. Because this is the heaven tongue for sure. What he did is heaven tongue, is fully fulfill his soul, her soul. So that's why this treatment is, this rewards is immediately, is powerful. And others also, we're meeting all these beautiful souls, or star seeds, positive star seeds, always, when their hands on the moments now only had, that money, then they shared completely, There are no heritage, indeed. Even that moment, our star seeds, maybe they need they wanted to buy food, actually. But because meeting me, so then they share first, Then, of course, they can go to the bank, whatever. This is really about acting now, So acting now is so important, so beautiful. We actually have this certain amount required for this donation because, of course, all the babies, their food standards is always, more and more, because more and more these babies are ready to be rescued, and take care. All the babies, they are enjoyed heaven treatment now, more and more. So then, of course, we have a certain amount of donation required, and for our sponsor, indeed. But there is not a fixed, actually, we want to say, it's always flexible to these now moments on their hands who had the cash, because I'm not able to transform through bank sometime, if only for foreigners, like PayPal or kind of like that, because it's the situation. So then only the cash, the donation, or directly buy the cat's food, the option on this One Love Network events, animal events. And so that's why, that's beauty, on the now moments to share, and no heritage. I saw so many star seeds donations, so like this. They are so beautiful souls, just like this, pure souls, good heart, always is like this. But if the people acting from the brain, physical mind, and there is a certain kind of ego, lack, and fear consciousness behind the scenario, and of course they have a little bit understanding what I'm talking, sharing to them, then they actually they know, and they must share in the moment. But because they are more pertaining to serve themselves instead of to serve to others, to share, especially needed to divide it in some kind of own interests, such as money, So then this ego mind will thinking about kind of makes exchange of conditioning calculations. So then, always there is only smart game and trying to delay action and minimize their losses. This kind of tricky and action. So that's why we have one example I wanted to point it out now. In our WeChat group, I had the Chinese WeChat groups. There is a star seeds, and because I think Yeah, he's Chinese, and he is a young generation, rainbow children, and I think he has a kind of family, this kind of ooze of ego, so kind of like calculating, because many Chinese, these groups with the reptiles, this tradition, especially the rich families, always they had this calculation mind, ego mind. So then they are mostly like doing some smart game on this charity action or donations. So this boy had this same, this kind of pattern. So he, at the beginning, I already told this boy, because he actually had the background is star seeds, positive star seeds, very light and with that, dragon passion for sure. He born in dragon year. So I said, this boy, I said this event to him, and I actually encourage him to lead in a role for these other followers to show out in our groups, because in Chinese groups always we want to say kind of like they are not willing to do the first, always they trying to delay the action or trying to analysis. This is always happening in the ego groups or reptile tradition culture, these circumstances, this society. Yeah, so that's why, yeah, of course, including the Western world also, such as kind of like the capitalism, this society always, yeah, Jewish, this tradition also, always they calculating the money's things. So then this boy, he willingness to do this, to support him, but because that's calculating this pattern, this kind of, this pattern is part of these families. His family, part of this society is for sure is long time distorted for sure. So then he first time he donate only $1 like this, such as this kind of amount, and then of course I put his name on this in March I think in the March I put his name in our sponsor lists. And then after that, because I shared several cases, many of these souls, or especially these highlights, who are very willingness, contribute, very willingness to share. When they had this money, they will to share for sure. And so these souls also kind of like wanted to follow this. But then he donates in the WeChat group only 1 yuan, RMB. It's like make a game, whatever. And normally, if on the street someone donate 1 yuan, RMB, 1 RMB, I will always say, okay, you keep it for yourself if you really need this money, because it's no meaning and no helpful for our cat's food. Indeed, in this small island, this cat's food actually is more expensive than normal other city or other countries. Yeah, because this island, the people, they are not able to produce the cats or the animals, is not their interests in some level, we want to say. So then they import mostly their food, import from Thailand, from other country. So that's why it's more expensive than other country, because like in China there's so many factories, even the personal homemade this cat food is available to sell online, so it's very cheap indeed. But in this island is not like this, because the cats group is most weakness group, and abandoned by this tradition culture ego group. So then, there is really, so that's why we have certain standards, amount of donation requires, because always, for feeding these babies daily is really not easy things for sure. That's why this is not only one person job. Yeah. Even 2 years I'm here already doing by myself. But now, because these events, because this all this happening now is beautiful together, co-creation. So that's why also this is proved, this 5D, this One Love is network is powerful now indeed. Yeah, also working in a magical way indeed. So all these beautiful souls who are joining with this One Love Network animal events, they have been big blessing and uplifting, promoting for sure. Especially came from their heart, So the egos, the brain, some people they are delayed action, and they trying to calculating, and such as we said, calculating is about if like you are already have some assistant, or you have some hired some staff, then you cannot donating only 1 RMB. This is not make sense. I mean, you are not lack of money actually, but because the mind, the ego mind trying to analysis and calculating stingy, then you only supporting like 1 RMB, even $1 is really no sense. We want to say now. And because compared with so many good souls, pure souls of star seeds, there is really that kind of level already show out. So for this kind of level, we want to say is too smart game, too much, is not able to on our sponsor lists for sure. So this our this new generation, this rainbow children, asking me online, say why my name is not on posting on the sponsor lists. I say, because sometimes we don't want to directly say something, because we don't want to beating down their passion about doing some good things. But if things like this, as a star seeds positively, we still say on the process, they are on the process, because lots of family trauma, wounds, and pattern need to release. Of course, we give the space and time to them, so we don't saying directly to them, because always there is only the life lessons and the process to releasing, healing themselves, and by releasing all these patterns, of course, and then able to functioning. But if before that, they must heal themselves first. They must understanding what's going on with themselves first. Yes, it's not about questioning outside, why treat me like this. Not about money actually, but a certain kind of amount of money is really show out who you really are. We want to say this. If you're not real lack certain kind of money, but you minimize this amount, we said that this is not make sense, because it's really not about the lack consciousness or kind of fear going on, and you must share, but you are not really so like it to do that, because you're not customs to use to serve to others, contribute money, funds, whatever, and instead you prefer to serve to yourselves, these patterns, or in your family circles like this. So that's why we said there is a process. We want to hold on the space and time for these people, star seeds, positively young generations, because the young generation, they had many born in these families. The rich families have the dark forces, these reptile traditions, always accounting, stingy, calculating. So that's why what they doing good things is always not so easy to from their generosity. Yeah, because always there is a smart game. These patterns behind that is always a kind of exchange, conditioning, thinking always. So then we actually, 5DEarth Queen MotherGoddessSOPHIA here encourage our young generation who born in these dark forces families, rich families. Now you will willing to lose more, actually, yeah. If you are able to follow us, our guidance. Once you lose more, you're able to functioning higher. But before that, you cannot, for sure, because you need the healing, you need this, releasing, for sure, letting go, yeah. The stingy pattern, for sure. Yeah, because the riches really cannot entering this heaven, yeah. We want to say this because they are stingy. Yeah, we are not saying the riches cannot, because if they are sharing completely, we want to say, especially on this planet, these rich groups, before they are part of dark forces, this groups. So then they must completely lose now if they follow our guidance of this love and light by our 5D celestial being here. So, like what I'm saying before, 5DEarth Queen always said, if these rich groups, they wanted to living longer on this planet, now they must share completely, yeah, without heritage, without any kind of like smart game, exchange thinking. Yeah, because there is no business on New Earth. There's no any kind of this game, smart game going on, because your mind is not so smart, for sure. Compare with your soul, we want to say, your mind is really nothing. Okay, so that's why your mind, your ego mind, is if trying to doing something in this level, in the charity donation, this level, doing some good things to serve to others. So we want to say, always, you actually will be learning more and more, to learning how to be pure generosity, share acting now moments without heritage. Yeah, without heritage, without thinking and stingy and calculating, because that's the point. That's the point for this healing to be done. Yeah. So the thirdly is about the magic power cannot beating the karma. So this is the sentences I wanted to remind to all our interstellar souls. Yeah. Actually, these older souls is long time trapped into this 3D world of this planet. Yeah. By the beginning, very beginning, if there is the galaxy war. So the galaxy war, because all these pride souls, advanced souls who are thinking they had that power over others, magic power over others, and then they use that magic power trying to beating down others. So these wars begins on these galaxies, and then finally they they destroy themselves and they fall from the grace, and they are now these integrations and separate as pieces into this 3D parallel reality now. So these souls, older souls, mostly they're sign is they are very fear, They are not fear about others, they feel the fear about themselves. We want to say this because why? Because long time this memory is actually back to them. They know in certain level, they understand themselves is more dangerous than the outside world. Because they had this karma print, this karma experience. What they give to others back to themselves, doubling, double times, is in a more suffered way. So their reflection from the reality of their experience in 3D is more and more painful and suffer during all this incarnation and trapped in this planet 3D world. So that's why this older souls understanding what I'm saying, these sentences, is so powerful indeed. This karma law of this mother principle and universe law is so powerful. Yeah, of course, including now these dark forces, ego groups, who don't understanding this now because they are still young soul, they are childish soul, and they are not human actually. We want to say, especially these Illuminati, these groups, on this planet, they are not human. Yeah, they are reptiles. They use the human body indeed. So they actually need this experience also, because all these reptiles also, they are in some level, we want to say they also need upgrade, and they also need these life lessons. Same, always the same. So now this young soul, childish soul, they go in this pandemic situation, go in all these, titanic sinking events now, and they have experienced this totally suffer and pain and despair, this situation, overwhelming situation now. This falling, this meltdown, falling down, and no way out, no way to escape this despair, this situation completely now. Their life lessons give them, such as this December, all the politics facing this, all the politics dying, gone, disappear. Yeah, of course, the new leaders will come in. There is only hope for this awakening globally. Yeah, the public also, they need a new leaders, for sure, for this, for that kind of hope and solutions also. Yeah, so that's why always I want us to make a prediction for this American election on November. Yeah, actually the new leader for sure to take the position now is possible. The old one is full, because only the hope is be given by these new leaders. Yeah, including me, a 5DEarth Queen, I'm here also. I'm the new leaders for this planet. I'm the co-leadership of this planet, and for our leadership, actually, not a hierarchy anymore. There is only the peaceful cooperation, such as our One Love Network. We are never forcing anyone to follow us. Yeah, we're just inviting. Yeah, inspire people who are ready. Yeah, to follow this path. So same this is like in the New Earth. All these, all these events going on is like this. All these policies, if you call the policy, we want to say it's not, kind of like a human law level. There is only encourage and inspire from the higher this vision and the divine blueprint. And of course, in yours there is really only one, and there is no others, and no separate game. So that's why all these souls, they're willing to join in hands immediately, unconditionally to share with each other, supporting each other, serve to each other, and finally serves to this divine blueprint, and finally serves to this supreme creator, Mother Goddess Sophia, you call source creator, whatever. And so then this is the whole point for this planet to be a functioning higher in 5D. Yeah, so that's why only cooperation, only joining hands unconditionally with this totally understanding what's in front of them by their choice, consciously, willingness, following this unity love. Yeah, no possible for competition, for any jealous game or any stingy, calculating game. It's not possible. Yeah. And also, the if who have this, special magic power, who cannot use the power to over others, for sure, because it's not allowing now. Yeah, so it's only the one love. Yeah, the family love. Yeah, brotherhood, sisterhood, this love equally. Yeah. So 5D Earth Queen here, I will guide and guarantee this new system coming online soon because it's already coming, because this One Love Network animal events is already show out to global. Yeah, so from this small events, from this small case, you will see a big picture indeed. This is the new system beginning. Yeah, this One Love Network animal events is the new system of beginning of 5D New Earth. Yeah, that's why we always want to encourage people to participating and joining with us hand in hand, by acting now moments from their heart. Yeah, so then you are being fully blessed and uplifting into this new earth, this One Love Network, for sure. Yeah, okay. And so that's why we always want to say there is only one important truth and the law is the one love, the unity, one love, universal law, man principle. 5DEarth Queen MotherGoddessSOPHIA, blessing to all. See you next time.
I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to